Oh, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What's up, Giovanni? How's it going?
there. Back to 130.
What's up, Aidster? How are you? Okay, now my earbuds are on. I've had them off. I was on a call, but now I'm back. Okay. The global chat in this game is literally just people asking for spare keys, which is definitely understandable because you only get one. What's up, White Fang? Well, that's okay because you'll be okay. I need to dial in my sense. I need to like mess with it more. How would you be okay? Because you're an individual person, that's why. Like, yeah, it sucks, you know what I mean? But you'll be good. Yeah, it's definitely obviously not fun, but there's not really anything you can do, you know what I mean? Like, if that is the thing that ends up happening, then that's just how it is, you know? Alright, this is TDM, I forgot. For some reason I thought that... yeah, when I was a kid. Or when I was younger as well. Not even like just as a kid. Not really a kid. I say kid, but I mean like, you know, like 16 to like, I don't know, 16 to 18, 20, that area. Dude, I'm getting ate up by like some bug. It's making me itch so bad. I think what it is. I need to like light a candle or something. It didn't feel good. No, it didn't feel good, but then I realized that none of like, especially when I was young, that it like didn't really matter anyways. Like, especially when I was like I said, when I was younger, like, yeah, I thought that it stuck in my, like, it sucked in my head, right? In reality, I didn't lose anything, because there was nothing to lose anyways, you know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, like, you're your own person, but not in like a super individualistic way. Like, obviously, like, that's something that you want in your life eventually, you know what I mean? But like, if that's not the person, it's not, so it's like all good, you know what I mean? Especially when, like I said, like, when you're... Especially if you're a kid. That's a whole, like, other thing, too, because, like, obviously, that doesn't change how bad it sucks, though. But just realize when you're young that, like, people who, like, do all the... like, games or like whatever crap that is just like not important, like all that stuff, or like if whatever's toxic or whatever this that, like nobody has time for that, you know what I mean? And I remember when I was a kid, I would get upset like when people like that, like, it didn't work out anymore, and it's just like, who cares, bro? Especially if people are gonna act like that, no chance. Yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, by continuing to feel... Okay, so think about this, right? At any time, you choose how you feel, right? Nothing else makes you feel anyways, like... So, so, like, things can make you feel things, but, like, you know, obviously once you have the initial reaction, you choose to continue to feel that same way or not, basically. And the earlier that you learn that you have that ability to choose the way that you feel at any time, you'll stop feeling bad about things. That it's like, that you shouldn't, like, feel bad for it. You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't feel bad because somebody's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But we do, because that's just, like, you know, the way humans are in modern day living. You know what I mean? Even though not much has changed from not modern day living versus modern day living. What's up, Kobe? Yeah, I got you. So actually, I just changed my sensitivity again to test it out. Like test new settings, basically. I still don't know. No time to feel sad when you're fighting off a saber-toothed tiger. And also, think about this for a second, right? We were created to fight off saber-toothed tigers. That's the whole point. Like, it's not like we were just made to be this, like... That's the thing about modern day living, is that they try to convince us that humans are so weak and that, like, that we rely on all this stuff that literally doesn't even matter because we got here. So, like, obviously we don't need it. Think about it. If we got to the point of having this amount of technology, or this version of technology... Oh yeah, look, Pooh, you can see right there. Oh, it went away, but that was like the speaker. Here, I'll go into a custom match so I can show you. Well, see, the reason why we're lazy, though, is because our environment is making us lazy. Other people are making us lazy. On purpose, you know what I mean? Like, back in the day, if you were lazy, you literally just died. Like, you couldn't be lazy. There was no way to be lazy. Now, you can, like, it's still, like, it's way easier to be lazy and then not just get killed because you're just, you know, laying down all day or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. Well, yeah, a lot of them did. Uh-huh. Well, efficiency is good because it helps you progress more. So in a way it is being lazy, but also it's at the same time like it's to like make your progression happen faster. Like if that like compounding progression, I guess. Okay, Pooh. So this is what I wanted to show you, right? So like this is the game, right? When you hit play. So back here. No, I agree. But does it really even make it easier? Because I clearly don't think it makes it easier. I think technology makes things so much more complex, basically the amounts that we can't even like comprehend, or that the general population can't comprehend. But okay, Pooh, so look, this is what I wanted to show you, right? So you see this. This is obviously a depiction of Atlantis, right? And I mean, just look at it. So this looks like a spaceship, right? Or for because it's in space. If you can see that, it might be kind of hard to see. And yeah, yeah, that's what that is. And then also, yeah, I'll show my sensitivity. Give me 1 second here. And then when I go in the training mode, or just into the game, I guess. So this character, which is like the Atlantis looking character, has a, I don't know if there's like anything, I don't know what's on the character or anything. I see there's like rope and like circles and stuff, but I didn't see anything else other than so like this thing is like basically what that like staff thing describes, but also it kind of looks like Atlantis when it's like deployed. It has that like that same general shape to it, which is on purpose probably. But if you look here, you see it's a speaker. But it's like, especially nowadays, and like actually not even nowadays, now that I look back at the games I've played, all of them, like the Black Ops and everything, like all have these characters that are like based off of all of these different things. Yes. Okay, so there's that character. This is the first character. This one has rocket launchers, smokes, and a nade. A cluster nade. This one has a little like robot that you can like shoot and control. It's really easy to go back in between the two as well. This one does 3 walls that separately break. It's kind of like a Newcastle ult. This one is... I don't know what that is, actually. I don't think I've ever even used that. So it's a turret, but I've never used it. I don't know what it shoots. Because I've seen turrets on the ground, but like different guns. This one has a sniper, a smoke wall, and then this is like an alarm, basically. This character, I haven't really played this one either. Electric trap. Oh yeah, that does like a lot of damage. I don't know what this... What is Hunter's last gift? Oh wait, after being affected... What? I'm so confused. Okay, I don't know what this character does. Okay, so detects enemies that are low health. This is like a cage, and then this is a trap. And then I don't know what the passive does. It doesn't really say. I'm so confused what that means. It says, after being affected by Jaguar's skills, enemies carry Hunter's last gift for a period of time. Oh, wait. Okay, so it's a scan. Okay, never mind. Now I understand. I had to reread it again. And then this one has a dash like Jet from Valorant. This does healing, I'm pretty sure, right? No, so it's speed boost and damage reduction when he's in the ability, but it like burns the other enemy. So it's kind of like Phoenix from Valorant in a way. And then the ult is after a short charge, which is like a charge up time, not him charging. Blinds everyone, it's just a flash. But it's bright, but it doesn't like, it's just kind of like a overlay screen, basically. Really, Poo Chunk? That's so funny. What kind of bug is it? Um, oh, that reminds me. I meant to tell you. Earlier, a little tiny. Wait, really? That's so funny. I don't know if this was a gnat. It might have been a gnat. It was either a gnat or a really small flying ant or like a baby fly or like something. I don't know what it was. But when I was sitting outside earlier, it landed on me and I thought it was gonna like bite me or something, but it was just dead. Like it just landed on me and was dead again. I don't know why that keeps happening. It's so stinky. Um, oh, so this character is kind of like Loba, actually. This ability does. It's like a. Okay, imagine if Loba's bracelet was a scorpion that goes under the ground and then like moves around and then pops up, basically, is what it is. Uh-huh. Yeah, all of these characters look like a combination of every character from every other game. Like it's so funny. Um and all the abilities. It's pretty good though. It definitely is good. Um it's a mobile game. Oh, it is definitely on purpose cuz nobody can sue. Nobody can sue for any of that. All of these games innovate off of each other's ideas constantly. So much that uh like a lot of the companies are owned by the same people that just tell them what to do anyways. You know what I mean? So like they give them a guideline and then they like express their guidelines to the best of their ability because they're game developers. That's what they can do. They can make it, but then they get told what to make, basically. Um, but yeah, it's definitely on purpose. Um, so then the other ability, so most characters have three abilities or two in a passive or three in a passive, I think. Or maybe it's just one passive, I can't remember. Let me see. Okay, the ones that have passives, it's actually four total abilities. Wow, okay. So, the Loba character. Uh, the last ability, it's like a little um like so one's a tornado and then one's like a flat like dust storm on the ground and it like basically slows you and like pulls you into the center of it. Kind of like a horizon alt, but it's not as obstructive because it's just flat on the ground so it doesn't like blind you. This character is what is it? Viper from Valorant. Basically the same character. This one throws a healing field so you can heal, you and your teammates. Other ability is a mushroom wall, so it erects destructible fungus wall on the ground or in a doorway. And then the third ability is what is this again? A throwable trap that can be activated manually or triggered when an enemy approaches. Enemies within its range will receive damage over time, and I think teammates as well, by the way, because it's kind of like caustic too. And then she's immune to the damage. So, oops. Oh, I guess I can press the thing and show the ability, but that's fine. This one is kind of like Wraith, but also like a stealth knife character. It's kind of weird. But I think it's also a seer. So you can enter cloaking mode, which cycles between full invis and semi invis. Only melee weapons can be used in the state. Automatically deactivates once firearms are deployed. And then selects an area in which the character can become fully invisible when using the ability that I just mentioned. The cloaking time is unlimited and will not be disrupted when being attacked. So you can just sit in it invisible, like constantly. And then the last one deploys a beacon, reactivate the skill to teleport to after a short delay. It can be destroyed using the skill will not interrupt the invisibility. Yeah, will not. Okay, so using it will not interrupt your invisibility. So you can kind of just like teleport around and like try to knife people. This character is also kind of like Wraith too. So the first ability is a seer scan, basically. Like a small seer scan, and then you can throw nades. And regardless of intervening barricades, so it goes through barricades, the damage. And then enters Rift Walk stage, become invisible and invulnerable. Okay, so yeah, so this the last ability is just the Wraith Q, basically. Except for you can't see anybody, and you can't see traps, and you can't see well, you can't see players unless they're shooting and they're really close to you, but they're gonna patch it, I know it, because it's not even intended to be that way. This character, which is literally Octane, like it's actually just the same character with the skin on. But he's mixed with Fuse. It's Octane and Fuse, and he can slide, which you can't normally do. That's his passive. And then he punches his head, which is kind of stemming his head, you know how like Octane does, right? And he can't be flashed. So he's really good for like just like pushing it and literally Octane. It's so funny. And then he can throw bouncing sticky grenades, which that's literally what Octane does, right? He throws his nades around and they blow up, you know, because he's like a stunt master or whatever. Hold down the skill key to keep throwing. Okay, so yeah, you can just like hold it and spam it. And it bounces until it sticks to an enemy or detonates automatically when the timer is up. And it's basically, okay, imagine Junkrat, but when it bounces, if it hits someone, it will stick to them. It's actually kind of troll. It's pretty funny. Sometimes you'll just kill a lot of people out of nowhere. And then his ability, which you can deploy at any time, unless you run out of ammo, which then it goes on cooldowns. It's a guitar that is a shotgun. And it is kind of, imagine a PK that is double tap. Like a PK with double tap is basically kind of what it is. And then, yeah. Also, something which is really weird about this game, right? Because this game, it's like a weird mixture of, yeah, I'll show my sensitivity. My bad, I forgot about that. There it is, right here. So this is the first setting, look sensitivity, and then you can look at that and go down from there. Fuse, guitar, shotgun, Maggie. Yep, it's so funny. And the thing about this game, though, right, is this game is literally this game that's called Farlight 84, but turned into a different game. And all they did was like apply like different, like, you know, like it's actually, I think the guns are the same. A lot of the mechanics are the same. It's just the game mode and the art style are insanely different. And like, it's still the same fundamental like core game though, which is funny. And it's in first person, which the other game is not in first person. And then they basically made it, but for PC and console instead of mobile. So it's kind of like an upscale mobile game, but it looks like a AAA game and plays like one. And it's also made, Sega owns, I think, yeah, I think Sega owns the company that owns the studio to this one, if that makes sense. So it's like China, it's like basically Chinese devs mixed with actually wait, no, it's Korean devs, actually. Korean devs, I'm pretty sure, mixed with American devs. So it makes like a really good combination, actually. And then, of course, you got the whole like gambling type look to the game, like the like gotcha thing or whatever it's called. Where is it here? So like this is just like an example of like you draw and then you get rewards. Like even if it's free, it's still there and it's still the same thing in a way. Just not it's like promoting the same thing, but it's whatever. Um he can kind of slide cancel, yeah. You can cancel it. You can jump, you can slide jump like Apex too. Oops. Oh yeah, so like you have, so this game has a lot of stuff in it, right? Because it's an upscale mobile game. So you can put a lot of content in a game like this. So there's like tons of different kill meters for your guns, stickers, of course, like every other game, charms. But you can put on 3 charms for some reason. If one bouncing charm on your screen isn't enough. Most games can't do that though, and there's a reason, because too bad of FPS hit, so they usually only have one. Yeah, the skins are pretty decent. I'm assuming the ones that they actually come out with will be a lot better, because this skin is like really cool, I feel like. Woohoo sounds good, too. It's so hard to get back on there. Okay, I'm just gonna use that. Wait, is that the end? I thought there was another skin. I wish there was just a blank, like a plain black skin. That would be nice. I guess the default kinda is, but I'll just put on Gold, like old COD or whatever. Oh, I can't remember what else I was gonna say about it though. But yeah, it's pretty good. But the thing is, though, is like the stuff that they put in this game, like in all of these games, I've noticed, Poo Chunk. Like one day I'll show you, but you remember that game I was playing called Deadlock, right? So that game had like so much occult like symbology in it that like most people didn't even realize. Like when I was playing with the Easy, I asked him about it, and he said, "No, I didn't even notice." And there's like there's so much in it, it's crazy. And like um I don't know, it's just like they put it there for a reason, but it's like most people don't see it because it's like it's not obvious, you know what I mean? Like it's like very hidden. uh Not saying like, just because something is quote unquote occult doesn't make it bad, you know what I mean? Or like whatever, but like the voice lines in that game talk about like, oh, like the masses will fall. Like that's like it just says that like over and over again, basically. Like that's all that it says. Like it's actually like crazy. Kind of. I didn't even like think about it, but it's pretty funny. Um that's just like on one of the characters. Like that's one of their ability. That's like what they say. But they're talking about the little candle characters walking around. But right. But then like symbolically, why would they be candles? You know what I mean? Because like the masses are like the minions, right? Um, but yeah, basically just like the light symbolizes like good or us. Like human, right? Human. Light and man. But it's just funny because, yeah, like there's so many other things about that game too. Um, there's a character that has the Old Testament book, basically. That's definitely what it is. So it doesn't say that's what it is, but like you can just tell. But it's apparently just the Old Testament. It's not like the entire thing. Um, and he says how he's gonna use the book to uh, he's gonna use the book to his advantage or to make he's like I'm gonna use the powers of this book for myself, like you know what I mean, like etc. Like that's kind of the stuff he says. um but it's funny though because so like with all these different things in these games, right, it tells me that they want to associate or reinforce the literal meaning of these things, or which I think is more likely, is that they present it as something because everyone takes these things as like a fantasy thing, right? Like they say that oh, like when people say like oh like the Greek or Roman or like all these other like quote on not even like religions, right? But just like mythologies, right? They say, oh, the mythologies are fake, right? But they're not literal. That's why it looks fake because it's like, well, what the heck? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? But it's like because it's supposed to be interpret like it's when you were a kid, did you ever making like I don't know, coming up with something just like a symbolical meaning behind something? People back then definitely like doing that, even like way more than people do nowadays. So like that's something that people forget about when looking at stuff like that. And honestly, I'm at the point where I kind of just think all of it is like off-world, like alien extraterrestrials at this point, because that's what it just seems like. Using the Earth as like a harvesting zone. That's what they said. That's what some people used to say back in the day, because they wanted like gold and like other resources or whatever. But yeah, so like this game, I can't really think anything about this character. I don't know what purple and gold, like I don't know anything about that. There's a lion there and his name is Broker. I don't think the names really mean anything because it's translated. Um, Also, wait a minute. Why is it doing that? Okay, that's definitely bugged. I find bugs so much. But yeah, I mean that character, one of the Loba character is literally called Thurket, which I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Serket is the cat goddess in Egyptian. Or maybe that's Bastet. I think it's Bastet. I can't... Well, who is Serket? Or is that even anybody? It sounds like... I'm pretty sure it is. No, Serket is normally spelled with a Q, I think. But yeah, I don't really think all mythologies are like aliens, but I definitely think some of the things definitely point to aliens, but or it's included, or quote, you know, I'll say off-world beings, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty good. 8s, they're not too bad. I did want to say too. Oh, I just think that a lot of them were describing the forces of the world, basically. What's up, Monkey? They aren't off-world. We share a world in different dimensions. Can you prove that to me? Because if that's the case, then you can't tell me that like it's a fact. I'm not saying that I necessarily disagree with you, but I think to claim one over the other would actually be like, I don't know. I feel like it's both. But I think anything that's not on the planet, at least like relatively even close to us, is human-like. Like they look like us, basically. I also think that there are human-like beings living on, that used to live on Mars. Maybe that was us, I don't know. No way, that's crazy. If you had evidence, there'd be no discussion to have. Well, that's not true either, because that's the thing, right? So many people present evidence for things that aren't true. Constantly. In our face. 24/7, like 99% of, like, anything. you know. But, I feel like there is evidence for that. It's just, you have to do certain things that aren't legal, but you can't document it, but it can only go off of experience that anyone can experience, I would say. Because, like, even, like, the thing is, like, even the, like, interdimensional, like, thing, like, whatever that is specifically, like, is confused. Like, things that communicate to you during those things, like, get confused, basically. Of why you are seeing them. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. And yeah, I will definitely write that down and check that out at some point. What, like, in a spaceship, but somehow, like, what do you mean by that exactly? I find it interesting that there are substances on the planet that allow you to communicate with things that, like, how do you say it? With things outside of matter. And with, I mean, even more with, like, things that are in matter, too, but also outside of the matter. Someone was trying to follow the gateway tapes. Wait, really? I feel like, did you tell me about that, or did I, like, was that, like... I feel like I remember someone saying that, but I don't remember who or when, or maybe I'm just, okay, maybe I'm just thinking about it. Maybe not. Maybe I've just heard someone talk about that before. That could be what it is. Oh yeah, here's the ability though. Okay, wait, no, I already showed it earlier. Plus I got stuck in the wall. Anyways. Proof that the body is a receiver and not a vessel. Well, that's the thing, yeah, because, like, I mean, yeah, we have everything we need, right? But, like, you also have to be constantly putting, like, there's so many things being put in your body constantly. A radio wave, like, all this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, that's all we do is receive everything. But I think it's both, but, like, obviously, I would say it's, you know, I can't say if it's equal or not, but I would say it's... Well, yeah, so yeah, I agree with that. But, like, in the sense of, let's say, I guess, like, what does the word vessel mean? You know what I mean? In what way a vessel? Because a vessel can be something that, like, holds something else, too, though. As in, like, you know, like, birth, obviously, that would be, like, vessel. You can be a vessel in other ways, though, too. Like, let's say you take care of an animal. Like, in a way, you know what I mean? Or if you take care of anything, even like an inanimate object, technically, you know, like it could be considered the same. But definitely our body is like, there's a reason why we have like, you know, receptors for certain things, right? And like, one of the arguments, like I remember people would be like, "Oh, you know, like okay, we have, you know, receptors for this, but okay, why do we have receptors for things like let's say you know, pills that activate, you know, on certain, you know, there's like certain receptors that, you know, bind to like I think like opium, right? Or opioids, right? Opioid receptors, that's what they're called. I couldn't remember. Um and what people forget though is that like opium itself used to be used as medicinal purposes for so long, it's insane. Because like when people would have pain, like that's what they would use. You know what I mean? And like that is probably the natural painkiller that you know, that all the fake stuff mimics and then causes a bunch of issues because it's fake and it's not real. Remember back in the day, people tried to make fake weed and made K2, and then all that crap was happening? Yeah. It's funny, right? Because, well, like, let's say that, you know, they go to make it illegal, right? And they think they're solving a problem, but then they create more problems, which is just like you can't make a plant illegal. You just like you can't do that. It's not like your plant to do that. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason the plant's here. There's a reason like raw milk. They're trying like people think that raw milk should be illegal. Tell the freaking baby cow that. Like are you kidding me? The baby cows live off of that stuff. And you like what? You gonna go pasteurize like human milk? Nobody does that. That's not normal. It's so stinky. And then they want to control it, right? They probably mean for human consumption. No, they do, of course, but like still, you know, like trying to make something in its natural state illegal because they say, you know, oh, break out this, break out that. It's so funny the way that they word the stuff. I saw something that said like that there was a meat breakout with like some like bacteria, E. coli or whatever. And literally it said like meat and I click on it and it's like this pre-packaged freaking processed crap and I'm like, are you serious? I swear they do it on purpose so they can make it's like they do it on purpose so then they can make a news article talking the meat has the, you know, because people hear that and oh, the meat has listeria in it, oh no, can't eat that any, you know what I mean? And like even just bringing it up like gets people going, especially like people from older generations, like because they've been like told the wrong thing so much. It's so stinky. um Do I even like get anything? Like I don't think I get the activation code anymore. I think you only get one. I'm gonna go get water really quick though. Okay, bye Pooh. I love you. Thank you, Poopy. Have a good one. Beanie says bye. I got a screenshot. No, dang it. Oh wait, never mind. It's just the TDM. I was gonna say I have to screenshot those settings so I remember, because I want to swap back to my original ones and then compare. What the heck? This reminds me of a Halo map, definitely. Thought I killed him. I always get stuck on that. 0.2 rank up. Scan it. How is he not dead? Do you have good settings that feels weird on controller for you? So I'm actually testing different settings right now, but I'm just using the settings well, actually, so I have another set of settings I could give you, but, I'm on my normal settings right now. I guess it kind of depends on, like, what controller you're using, too, though. And, like, how you like your controller to feel. I feel like this is, like, really good for aim assist, though, but, like, the thing is, like, you're gonna have drift unless your controller doesn't have drift, you know what I mean? Unless... So you can reduce that with, like, certain methods. That's so funny. PS5 controller? I've used PS5 controllers before. It feels pretty similar to this one, quite honestly. It's just this one's, like the sticks are, like, very accurate, and there's, like, basically no drifting, even though it's on 0 dead zone. But so, like, the thing is in this game, if you do not have a controller like this, or, like, you can't, okay, so, like, you see how I'm, like, spinning in a really tiny circle? You need to be able to do that, but also, like, you need to be able to spray long range as well, but, like, and be able to keep your crosshair. Whoa, bro, what the heck? That was so random. You ran straight past me. To keep your crosshair, like, still. Because let's say, like, if someone's gonna peek this, because, like, in this game, you slow walk a lot, right? When you're playing, like, ranked or, like, the search and destroy mode. Like, you ADS walk like this, and that's how, like, you fight, basically. Usually. But there's, like, you know, times where you can do other stuff, too, of course, but... I can give you my, like, other settings there if you want to try them. Give me 1 second. I'll pull them up. I just actually took a picture of them. Yep. Okay, so let me take a picture of these settings so I can save them. And then you can just copy it off of what I enter on screen to make it easier. Okay, so these are the settings that I'm currently using, which are in my YouTube video, except for I added a 0.2 ramp up time right here. If you want to try that, if you're using these settings from my video, try a 0.2 ramp up time and see if that helps. Because the ramp up time, so like basically, adding some ramp up time will make it so when you're in the center of your stick, it like doesn't move as fast. So then it makes the drift way more manageable when you do have drift. Like this still, like even that I don't have drift, it still like moves because my thumb's on it, you know, because it's so sensitive, you know what I mean? So like you have to offset that in this game because you want a stable crosshair. But yeah, if you want to try these, so you just add 0.2 to my settings video. And then, so the ones that I'm using right now though is, so this actually gets changed to 0.5. This gets changed to 0.5. View input gives the 1.4. Okay, and then, okay, let me double check and make sure this feels right. Hold on. I did not mean to click on that. Okay, so this one has a stable crosshair. Definitely. Wait, I actually just found, okay, this is actually so much better. What the heck? So I think I might turn up the general sensitivity very slightly. We'll see, but this actually feels really good. We'll see what happens when I actually shoot though, but this feels like I'm able to be like so much more accurate, and it's a lot like more, yeah, okay. This feels so much better. It's so like, I might have to make another controller settings video again. Even though I just made one. Because this actually feels like way better. Sometimes the hip fire is like weird. That has to be so annoying. We got a fake Asu in the game. My controller doesn't require an overclock to be at 1 millisecond. You just set it in the software natively. It's not like a third-party like thing at all. Okay, I think I'm gonna turn up this by 0.4. Because I want to be able to turn like fast. Like I want to be able to be like snapping. But like controller settings and like honestly controller is so important on controller, it's crazy. Like having a good controller is more important than having a good mouse 100% or a good keyboard. Because like there's some bad controllers out there, dude. I've used some terrible controllers, like unplayable controllers. Like, and it's just like, why even make that? Like, what a waste. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. These are my favorite settings by far, though, for sure. See, I need to be able to turn like that, you see what I mean? I might even need... I think I might even turn it up, like, slightly more. Maybe, like, 2.5. What was I gonna swap to again? Oh yeah, I was gonna swap the sniper. So yeah, sniping feels. Not a hit marker right there. Are you serious? That's insane. Wait, what? I thought he... dude, he died and got launched into the air. I thought he used an ability. Like a card that made you jump or something. Yeah, look, I'm able to hold the crosshair. Okay, this is the perfect sensitivity. 100% guarantee. For me, at least, on this controller specifically set up the way that I have it. What's up, JD? Yeah, I don't particularly go for that though. I'm not like a, like, I mean, I just like to shoot regardless. I prefer not to hit fire in games unless it's like required, basically. Can I vault? What is that, bro? He stopped walking around over there. I don't know what happened right there. I thought he ran away or something. My gun got stuck on something right there. I'm gonna try to do that again right here. Let's look. Why it didn't do it right there. Oh wait, they nerfed jump sniping. You can, like, it's only good if you're falling, not going up or at the top. I think it's only good if like you know, when I jump and I'm falling down to the right, like into the bullet, you know what I mean? That's pretty funny, bruh. Wait, what? I didn't make it onto the ledge? That's crazy, I feel like. The vaulting isn't bad in this game at all, but it feels like you flip into it. Like, it's kind of weird. They need to, like, smooth out, like, the collision a little bit. There we go. Okay, at least that hit. Wait, I'm on 160 ping. I was wondering why it, like, didn't feel that good. Okay, I'm gonna leave that match then. I didn't even realize that. Crossfire? Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't played it though. Have you guys played Farlight 84, I think it's called? This game is basically Farlight 84. I'm pretty sure it's even the same guns. It's the same publisher, right? Not the same developer, right? But publisher, right? So basically, there's a group of people who own like a bunch of these assets, right? Like the company, right? The publisher. And they contract people to develop games for them with their assets that they also contract people to create, and then they reuse them throughout all over the place. So like this game is literally Farlight 84. This game is also very similar to like Marble Snap. Like I can, or like all those like little mobile games where you have, you know, oops, where is it? Like the claim event that look like this. Here it is. It breaks, right? You've seen this 1,000 times probably, right? Like it's in all the games, like because they do all of them. It's pretty funny. They make really good games though, you know what I mean? Like they do a good job for sure. The people that they hired like make use of their stuff very well. But that's the thing is that they get really really good developers like in and out, and then just keep like amassing a bunch of assets that a bunch of good developers have made. So you can kind of just like release a bunch of good games all over the place. Also, this game is what's that one game called? It's not Arena Breakout Limited or Unlimited or whatever. That game is literally this game. Okay, I need to take a picture of this new sensitivity because this one, 100%. Arena Breakout Unlimited. There was another game that was literally like the same thing. Like it's just crazy. And then they put it into so many different game modes. It's really smart because like gaming nowadays, you never know how fast your game's gonna die. Like I'm not like trying to be mean or anything, but like for any of these like developers or publishers, like you gotta plan for that. Like you need to be planning like if, in case your game rapidly dies, because that just happens, you know. Especially nowadays. So you gotta reuse your stuff. That's why Apex was reused with Titanfall stuff. It only makes sense. Like they games have been doing it for a while. Once Human, yeah, they made Once Human. Uh-huh. Yep, the AK is like literally like the same gun, I'm pretty sure, basically. See what I mean though? That Once Human's a good game. Like, but see this what this is a game made like it's a collaborate like not this game, but like all these games are like a basically a collaboration in between like American devs and like Korean devs, I'm pretty sure. And they do like a super good job, but this game specifically and Arena Breakout and stuff, they're doing these PC launches, right? Where because like normally this would just be a mobile game. Like this is a mobile game. It's just scaled up to PC and like actually was made for PC, basically. It's kind of like reverse because people used to port games, you know, from like console to PC. Now it's going from mobile to PC. Now it's going from PC to console, and then yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh wait, did I take a picture of my sensitivity? I forgot. No, I need to do that still. Yeah, hopefully. That would be good. Um, we'll see what happens. Hopefully my YouTube does well with this game. That would be amazing. Oops. Where is it? Especially because like I'm about to be like moving and stuff. I don't know where or when or actually I know when in December, but I don't know where or anything yet. So we'll see what happens. Let me see. So yeah, I uploaded a the controller setting video yesterday, and I already want to make an updated video, which is pretty funny. Because usually I don't do that. But this game has very weird controller settings. It's similar to like it's good, but it's like it's worded very weirdly. So it's kind of like weird to interpret, basically. Oh, okay, I got you. I don't see it yet. Oh wait, there we go, I think. My allergies are starting to go away now, thankfully. At least a little. But yeah, I wonder if they will do a battle royale mode in this game or not. Because I feel like it only makes sense to, just because if you think about it, like Apex, all it did over time was become a game with multiple games within it. That's all they did. Like that's all the games do. You know, COD, now there's BR, now there's DMZ, now there's like games are becoming hubs instead of like just a game. That like a a standard game. Which makes sense again, like if they can have people play the same game because like honestly games are graphically good enough. Like they don't need to like really like you know what I mean? Like they're already pretty good. There's no reason to like go even more overboard yet. So like especially with stuff methods like what these people use, like whatever they do with like scaling works really good for performance and it looks good and it doesn't look like a mobile game, but like you can like tell that it's like scaled up basically. Mutations? What is mutations exactly? What does that do? I forgot I was gonna adjust this. So oops. Actually, wait a minute. Oh yeah, and ranked there's like card voting and all that. It can be slow sometimes, but it's whatever, I guess. It's cool, but I'm assuming it'll get like a lot cooler once they start like making new cards, probably. Because they're like there's some that like they need to be like more not impactful, but like it should be like we only pick one card around or something, not three. Three is kind of crazy. I thought I didn't select my gun. I need to move my camera so it's like more to where I actually like have my hands. Dang, that guy's got pooped on.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hello.
What? That didn't kill him? I'm gonna use an LMG this round just to do it. Get it over with. I think I'm gonna main this character because like nobody plays this character for some reason. Wait, they have a card. They have a card like that, kind of. In a way. It's not like a race or anything like that, of course, but it's like, it's pretty similar actually. Like, you might see it at some point. But basically, you, hold on, I'm trying to do like multiple things at one time. Wait, what? Am I not zoomed in all the way? Wait. Okay, my camera's just bugging out. I can't fix it. Screw it. I'll have to do that tomorrow or something. No, dude, I knew that was gonna happen. The one thing that does suck about this character is the time to deploy that stuff takes so long, actually. It kind of makes me nervous. We'll see, though. I mean, I shouldn't be, like, pushed up like that with that weapon anyways, but... But yeah, there's a card that basically when you die, you turn into a zombie and you like get to attack them. I don't know if it's in ranked. It might only be in pubs. I can't remember though. Also, let me know if you've tried the new sensitivity. I don't think people, a lot of people don't know you can like destroy stuff in this game. That person on my right needs to peek so bad. Please peek. Thank you. That's crazy. Wait, I wasn't even standing on this screen, but on my screen I was, I guess? What? Oh, really? Yeah, so I wouldn't do that, honestly. Like, all those extra program, like, third-party crap, like, it's fun to, like, play around with, but it's honestly just, like, a novelty. I would, because, like, the thing about the PS4 controller is that it runs at 500 by default, right? When it's on PC. So, why are we voting the surrender, bro? That's so cringe. Why is that even in the game? So... Oh, I use V. I use V for shift to zoom. My shift is walk, and then I have V for shift to zoom. Dude, who is honking this freaking late? Yeah, so like DS4 Windows, unless you have to use DS4 Windows. But if you're overclocking, here's the thing about overclocking. If your controller doesn't actually like first party support it by the people who made it, right? If you take a like a PS4 controller and you put it on 1000 hertz, like 1 millisecond, it's not actually going to reach that though. That's the problem. It's not going to be consistent. It's going to be jumping everywhere. In between, like, you know, 500 and below, maybe slightly below 500, and then like up to 1000, which is not good. So you want it as consistent as possible, but as high as possible. So you should try it on 500, honestly. It's definitely gonna like feel different at first, but it should be better, definitely, because if it doesn't stay at 1000 consistently, like, you want whatever it is to be consistent. When I was using my other controllers, like, even though I could put them on 1000, it was like inconsistent, so I just stopped, because I did a tester for it, and it was like so inconsistent. And that's on the PS5 controller, and I heard that the PS4 controller does the same thing. But yeah, I would definitely give it a try and see how it feels. Just... Can this go right here? It can. Imagine, we almost surrendered, by the way, and we just won this round. Maybe it's because they had to, like, leave or something, who knows. I'm gonna play Hollow Point, though, honestly. Also, make sure... So I have another video on my channel for my settings. I would check those out and make sure... Unless... Did I do the general setting rundown? I don't think I did, but I changed a bunch of stuff in general. And that's like, there's important stuff in there. Yeah, there's definitely a few things, actually. Dang, I had that angle on him too. I just needed to like do enough damage to that little hole. Cause like if you see here, I peeked them like super early, but I missed like 2 bullets. 2 or 3 bullets. I wonder, is there like any character? I don't know. I feel like this character, the dash isn't that good. I wish there was like another character that had some form of like animation cancel out of like a jump that doesn't make a bunch of sound or something. I don't know. There's definitely not that though. I'm getting pretty tired, honestly. I've been up a long time actually. I've been up since like 5 a.m. Should probably get some sleep. Maybe after this game, we'll see though. Well, I think I need to actually upload a video first, technically. What is that eye? Guarding vision? Oh, I guess it's a card or something. Wait, really? That might be why then. Just try 500 though. Because still 1,000. 1,000's gonna be way better than that regardless though, you know what I mean? But... Bro, that guy got pooped on so bad, though. That was crazy. Yeah. Let me know how it is. Because I was one of those people that would like, because like I'm super aware of like how things feel and like how it works, you know. That's why like I make settings videos, because like I try to find like, because typically in like most games there usually is like a best setting, especially for controller, 100%, and like or like, you know, optimal keybinds depending on how you play, you know, if you're playing like claw or not claw. But it depends on the controller too, because like this controller has 2 extra buttons on the top and the back, 2 here and then 2 there, but I don't even use the top ones in this game at all actually, even though like your finger rests right on it too. It's kind of crazy. Wait, I didn't even realize the controller. No, I did not mean to click that, bro. Oh, Beanie's up here. Beanie came to say hi. I don't know, you guys can't really see him. Okay, I think I'm gonna move my camera back to where it was before so you guys can see my cat when he jumps up here. He is so cozy. Upgrade next week. Oh, really? What do you plan on going to? And are you playing on Wait, no, you are playing on PC, of course, because you're using the software. I don't know what you depend on, or like what you're gonna get. But I would recommend at least trying this controller. Because this is like, again, I'm like a hyper aware freak when it comes to like aim or like just like game anything, honestly. Like I noticed stuff like very like detailed, and the sticks on here aren't Hall effect, right? But they are like the most accurate, responsive like sticks with the least amount of error. So like if you do the joystick test, the error percentage is only like 2.6. Which to other potentiometers are usually like 12 to 20 or even higher. But these are like, I don't know, whatever they did, like the tension, it's perfect. The sticks just feel like nice and like glidey. The only thing that I have to complain about is so like these thumbsticks pop off, right? So they're not bad thumbsticks at all. I just wish I could have like my own like different thumbsticks, but these really aren't bad. I guess just thumbstick caps, I guess. Like some thin ones would be nice. For something that like, I don't know. I like the I don't know. I like these ones, I guess. I just wish they like were out of like a different material that felt like a little grippier, I guess. But I do like the shape and everything. But yeah, this controller is only like $60. Which I mean that can be a lot sometimes, like I know how it is, you know what I mean? But like for what you get in terms of like value, it's like it's crazy. It's probably the best value controller I've found, and it just so happens to be the like best software wise and like hardware. That is damaging me. What? Oh, they have explosive bullets, bro. That's why.
Yeah.
I was so confused. Since you can claw grip better. Okay, so this is very easy to claw grip, right? But you can't, like, double claw is like pointless on this controller, honestly. But I would just get used to this. You don't even need your D-pad, really, honestly. Like, maybe the up pad in most games, because, again, you have the two bumpers up here. Two extra buttons. So you have 4 paddles, basically. The back ones are mouse button. These are just normal. There's trigger stops, of course, like the blue grip. I wish it didn't look this way, but, I mean, the thing's $60 and it has, like, super good functionality, so I'll take it. And again, like best thumbsticks I've found. Oh wait, here. It is here. I'll link you actually. Do I have a command for my controller? Let's see if I have it on Twitch. No. Is it roller? No. Okay. Anyways, it's a big one up here. Big one. Rainbow 2 SE, and it's just the blue colors, like blue, pink, and yellow or green. I think the green one actually looks pretty solid, but I just went with the blue because I'm like I don't care. I just want my controller. I don't care what color it is. But so here is you can natively set it to 1,000 for wired. And you don't have to have this app running either. And it's like actually 1,000, like stable. And then they only have X input and switch mode, which it's like whatever, it's fine. They have macro crap, but I just don't touch that. That's on everything. That's keyboard and mouse and everything. It's like on everything is what I meant to say. This is the gyro, the joysticks, you know, you have like, oops, here we go. Left stick, right stick. So my right stick is actually -1 dead zone. So it's like ultra responsive, right? So like I normally play Apex, right? So like, especially back when like the aim assist wasn't nerfed, like doing negative on your dead zone and having 0 dead zone in game and like having a controller that's like very responsive and accurate, it's like the aim assist was ridiculous, dude. It was like disgusting. It's so funny. It's just complete glue aim. But again, it's like there's nothing's like it's not cheating. It's not like, you know what I mean? Because I know like some controllers do come with cheats. So technically, again, it does have the macros, but again, there's macros on your mouse, there's macros on your keyboard, there's macros. Yeah, macros are the least thing I worry about, honestly. When people are cheating, the main thing I care about is like all cheating is definitely something, but definitely like the blatant cheaters or people using you know, like Zims or whatever. Aim assist on keyboard and mouse literally is crazy. But so there's these two, like dynamic calibration in this. I don't know what that does, but it makes the controller feel better, so I use it. I've done tests on the accuracy. It doesn't affect the accuracy, I don't think, from what I remember. But the dynamic calibration will make it so like it's basically simulating that it's a Hall effect joystick, but it's not. It's really weird. Again, I don't know. This is like the amazing thing, right? It's like it's so funny because America always like, you know, the stereotype is like, oh, all these cheap products from China, blah blah blah, and then you have something like this, and it like it's almost like the companies here want us to think that so we don't buy the other people's products because this thing blows every controller out of the water from America, which is also still made in China. But the like the more Americanized companies is what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Like obviously a lot of these things are like global things, of course, but yeah, I don't know. It's just funny because I tried, you know, $200 controllers and then I tried this and it's better. And it's just like, what the heck? But yeah, you can even map your buttons natively in their app to a keyboard, which means that that is technically allowed. They don't have mouse wheel though. Yeah, they don't have mouse wheel. Because I was gonna do that for bee hopping on whatchamacallit, on Apex, but yeah, you can't do it. I also checked. It's funny though because like all these games don't even have ways to like rebind the controller properly, uh, which always cracks me up. Like every rebind in a game should look like this basically, and then also have the keyboard counterpart. Like, why wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Because like for example, let's say you're playing Apex, right, and you want to bind your X right, to reload only. So you can't hit X and then start rezzing on a door by accident and then open a death box right after because it's all on the same bind. You know what I mean? Then you can just swap this, change it to R, bam, you can reload. Tap straight to the controller. Apex. I used to do that actually. So many people. It used to be allowed. It's not anymore. There's still technically ways to do it, but there's ways to do it that are legal. So technically, right? If I rebind this controller to be a keyboard input and I use gyro, or if I do use gyro, in some games, I'm pretty sure Apex as well, there will be no aim assist. And then that means you're allowed, if you're not using aim assist and you're binding on keyboard, you're technically allowed to bind your scroll wheel to something and use it as taps, like tap straight for B hopping. Because like that, like, dude, okay, like as someone who has played freaking 12,000 hours of MnK Apex and like 3K of controller, why do people think it's okay to bind something to a scroll wheel but not have a counterpart equivalent on controller? Do you know how stupid it is and bad for your body it is to just sit here and literally just spam your pinky over and over and over for 12 hours a day? For what? For what, dude? Like it's bee hopping. If you can't bee hop, something's going on. You know what I mean? Like it's so easy. It's so troll. It's hilarious though. You ain't gonna die to someone because they're bee hopping, and you're definitely not gonna die to someone that's using bee hop on controller scroll wheel. If you know what I mean, like it's funny though. Yeah, it's the thing. Like, there's balance to these things, but it's hard to find like the balance, you know, because like a lot of people tend to be like, oh, you know, like we need to remove all these different types of ways to binding, and then other people like, oh, we need all of them, and that's, you know, there either needs to you either need to, like, anyone who's on controller, you either need to get a controller that has a super good binding software, natively first party, which means well, so technically this actually isn't a first party controller per se because it is technically a third party controller, but it's first party software to the controller. So then technically, what does that even mean when it comes to that? I wonder. Because the thing is like, right? So, like, on, let's say, my keyboard and every other keyboard that anyone is using right now, I guarantee it, you can set macros on it, right? And that is first party. You're allowed to do that in games. Some games might go out of their way, but if they don't explicitly say macros, you are technically allowed to do it. It's like it's first party. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's a good thing. I think maybe like in like certain games there's like maybe scenarios where it's like, you know, okay, that makes sense. But like using it to like spam your gun insanely fast, or you know, like, well, that kind of stuff is just like, come on, really. Like, I get it though, but like, because like it's like, for example, sitting here spamming my pinky, but then again, like if you're hitting the shoot button, the aim and shoot are the easiest buttons to literally press on anything. So it's like, why would you even use a macro for shooting if you can just spam it, you know? Or like some games even just have like a lot of the guns, if you just hold the trigger down, it just single fires for you. Like it's already built in. Like COD has that. They literally have auto shooting. Like The game is playing itself nowadays. They just want you to watch and buy. That's it. They don't even want you to move your arm to play the game. They just want you to buy and just consume and watch. That's funny. Anyways, I'm gonna get some sleep though. Also, something else to mention on this controller is that I don't know if you can see it. Oh wait, this way would make more sense. So the joystick actually is like this like fake, who knows what it's made out of, like plastic metal thing. It's definitely metal, but it's like plastic in the center of it. But basically, it glides like super well on the friction ring, and most of them don't typically have like a metal like this. And if it does, it's too hard. But this one seems to just work fine, and it's like the glide is like super smooth, and it like doesn't. There's not any like it's not catching. Actually, you know what? It might be catching a little now that I say it. If I push it in weird, it like. Wait. Oh, wait, that's just. Okay, never mind. That's just the stick shifting. You can get it in 2 days with Prime. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I would try it and return it if you don't like it, of course. But again, I really do think it's like the best controller for me. And I would say the best joysticks and the best value, like non-negotiable. 100%. Because like I've seen controllers that are even $40 that are cheap, but they don't even have like they're close to this, but like not like this. Like this one's just so good. I am gonna go to sleep though. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm super tired. I gotta hurry up and edit at least a couple shorts before I go to bed. But yeah, no problem. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. I don't know if you guys are still gonna be on later, but if so, I'll have some new shorts going up probably. Um, at least one short tonight when I end stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.